Good morning, my dear students. Yes. So in the last class we have discussed about the leader. Another one element of our directing we have discussed and it has been completed. So today class the another one element we are going to discuss, that is most important from the viewpoint of your examination, that is communication. Yes. So you might have heard the word of communication and you have learned very briefly in your first PUC. So in the communication, so it has been used as another one most important functions, or the which communication is one of the most important aspects which we use in to make a transactions in the business, is it? So in the same way, so without a communication, so each any one moment or any activity cannot be completed. Either to carry out any simple one activity, we need a communication. So now in this concept we are going to discuss, so what is communication, so what are the elements of communication, so how the communication process will be taken places. Yes, so while communicating, so what are the problems may be arised, so to overcome from those problems, so what are the steps are asked to be taken from either by the receiver and either by the sender. So those topics we are going to be discussing today classes. Yes, the first thing, that is communication. Yes, before going to brief introductions about whatever it may be, so let me know about what is communication. So communication means it's a formal line which we shares our feelings, or which we common language which we use to be share our feelings or care or sympathy, whatever it may be. So it is a formal a line that is ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಏನಂತ ಅನ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜು ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸೋದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು, ನಾವು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್? ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್. So here it is an exchange of ideas. Yes, we are going to exchange our ideas. That is, in the communication there will be two members will be there. That is a receiver and the sender. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಒಬ್ರು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ರಿಸೀವರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಸೆಂಡರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಬ್ರು ಮಧ್ಯೆ what will be taken places, that is exchanging the ideas. So here a sender is exchanging his ideas to a receiver, or a facts or a feelings, view, etc. between two or more persons or people to create a common understanding. So here to create a common understanding between the one or two members, so what the exchanging process of ideas, feelings or the facts is, so that process is called as a communication. So a communication means that is a exchanging of ideas with one or another person to make him more understandable manner. Yes, obviously. So just a common example. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಬ್ಬರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಗೋಡೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? No, it is not possible. Either we can use the forms of communication, that is telecommunication ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಟು ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕನ್ ವಿತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಸೊ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನೋ, ನನ್ನ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಬೈ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಸ್, ಏನೋ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮೈಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಳ್ಸಿಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಮೈಲ್ ತರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರೋ ತರನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ ಕೆಲವ್ರಿಗೆ ಚಪ್ಪ ಕೂತಿರೋ ತರನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಬಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನೋ, ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಬಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ and in a simple manner. So that is communication. Now according according to the Enrich Virich, communication is transfer of information. So communication is the transfer of information being understood by the receiver, obviously. So it's a transferring of information. For whom we are transferring? We are transferring for the receiver. But when the receiver is understood the message, then the communication is effective manner. So ನಾವು ಏನು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸೊ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆದರೆ ಸಾಲದು, ರಿಸೀವರ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಬಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಥಮ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು, ಓಕೆ ಅಂತದೆ. ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಓಕೆ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಓಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಓಕೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೊ ರಿಸೀವರ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು Virich used to say that one, a communication is the transferring of information from sender to a receiver in a understandable manner. So when the communication reach effectively in an understandable manner, then we can it being called as a effective communication. The next one, according to Rogers, communication is a process by which people create and share our information with one or another in order to reach common understanding. So he also says that one, that is it is a process. It is not a single activity. It is a process. For what purpose we are used to be used that one, to create a message and to give the information about the message and with a common understandable manner. So why it is called as a message means because the sender has to create the message, the processor has to be taken places, that is a sender in which through he is sending a messages, the processor has to be selected, then it should be in an understandable manner, then we can be called it as an effective communication. So that's why here the simple meaning of communication means, that is communication is the exchange of ideas. Communication is the exchange of ideas, facts or feelings from one person to another one person with the understandable manner. So always the communication should be in an understandable manner, not in a confused manner. So ನಾವೀಗ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಸೊ ಈ ಮಾತುಗೂ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುವಂತ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, it should be a matching with both the actions and a vocabulary what I am going to be used, is it? So but ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾನು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಯೂಸಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂತ, ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you people might have been confused, is it? So these kinds of an activity should not be taken place while making a communication with a person, that is a communication. The next concept, that is elements of communication or communication process. It's a very important from the viewpoint of view, a practical oriented question. They might have asked the question, that is draw the chart showing the communication process. Now I'm going to be draw the chart of a communication process. This is the chart showing, that is communication process or communication elements. So here in the beginning of communication there should be two members, that is one is a sender and another one is a receiver. So between these two members, so there will become string, that is message, then is encoding, media and decoding. Yes, the first one, that is sender. So yes, who is a sender? So here one who wishes to share his facts or feelings or any informations to other person, so that person is called as a sender. So he is going to be wishing to share his facts or feelings or informations to some other person, so that person is called as a sender. So after that one, that is message. Then what is message? So message means, that is ideas. Message means ideas. So what the idea is sending, so that is called as a message, ideas or a facts or a feelings, so that one we can be called as a message. Yes, after that one, that is a media. Yes, what is a media? You might have know about the media, is it? That is on which modes is used to messages. Either it may be by phones or letter, or either by by oral or written. So in which form he is sending the message. So between the message and the media, so we used to see the encoding. So what is encoding then? Encoding means that is it's a process of converting the message into communication symbol. So here encoding means that is converting the message into symbols, that is called as a encoding. So here, so between the message and media, so in the message, so we used to be shared with the ideas and the facts. So those ideas and the facts are going to be by encoding, by using some symbols. So ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಾ? ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸಿರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇವರು ಯಾರೋ ಬೇಜಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ encoding. So we have choose the media. So ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ in written form used to send the message. So between that one we are encoding. That is encoding is what means? That is converting the message into symbols. So it will be in a simple manner and more understandable manner. So after that one there will be a receiver. So receiver means that is a receiver will be a person who receives the messages from the sender. So between media and the receiver we are going to see that is decoding. Yes, what is decoding means? That is it's a process of converting encoded symbols of the sender. So here, so what the encoded message has been sent through the medias. So in decoding it is going to be converted through as a message to a receiver. So the message has been received towards receiver. Then the receiver is sending the feedback. So again reply to the receiver. That is now the receiver will be a sender. Now the sender will be a receiver. Is it? So here the feedback will be taken places. So used to say a response to a message, what the message has been sent from the sender. So receiver is sending the feedbacks to that message. So between this process there will be a noise. So this noise is called as a barriers of communication. This noise is called as a barriers of communication. So here so again I am explaining. So best example ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಹೌದಾನೆ? ಸೊ ಕೆಲವರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ರಿಸೀವರ್ ನೀವು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನೀವು ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ? ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ? ನಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ನಾಯ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಕರ್ಡ್ while communication is going to be taken process or taken places in the communication process. So here again I am explaining about the elements or process of communication. That is in the elements we are going to be see the 8 points. That is the first one, sender. So sender is a one who wishes to share his facts, or is a person one who wishes to share his information to other person. So that person is called as a sender. So after that the message. So message means what the information is going to be shared. So either it may be idea, either it may be fact, either it may be any messages. After that one the media, in which through which modes used to exchanges facts or exchanges ideas. ಯಾವ modes ಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅವ್ರು ಚೇಂಜ್, either it may be oral ಅಥವಾ written ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಅಥವಾ oral ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡುವಂತದ್ದಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ we used to see the encoding. Encoding means here, so what the message is going to be sent that message is going to be converted as a symbol. So what the symbols means? So smileys irbodu athwa thumbs ups irbodu athwa ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ, ಎನಿ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನಾವು ಆಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನ್ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ the message has been sent through the media by encoding. After that one decoding means yeah, so whatever the messages has been sent in a media, what has been ended, that is symbols, it going to be decoded to a receiver. Receiver ge enagutte adu decoded agi receive agutte. Then the receiver goes to view the messages. Then again if he has to be put any feedbacks to that message, so again the feedbacks will be taken places. So the feedback will be provided to the sender. So between the sender and the receiver, so this process will be taken places. Along with that one, there may be occur of a bias, that is barriers, that is noises. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ barriers. So that is a barriers which are going to be may create the problems to while communicating. Communication ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ these problems may be arised. So that process is called, that problems is called as a barriers of communication. So this is the process or elements of a communication, very important from the viewpoint of your examination, that is practical oriented questions for 5 marks. Is it? Yes. So sender, message, facts, encoding, symbols, media. So modes of channels anta heli karibodu athwa a modes which we are going to be used. Decoding means encoded symbols will be decoded, then the messages will be received by the receiver, then he used to provide the feedback, then is going to be the feedback will be provided to a sender. So these process will be taken places in every communication. So this is the process of communication. That is we are completed communication process. The next one is, that is importance of communication. Why we need a communication? If there is no communication, what will be happen in the organization or in any fields of an activity? So here, what are the rules of importances are going to be played from the communication? The first one, that is act as a basis of coordination. Yes, obviously when we has to be create the coordination between the employees to employee or employer to employee, we need a communication. Is it? So when we has to share something, to share any informations or any facts, we need a communication. So without the communication, the coordination cannot be built between the employer and the employee. So in that cases, so it going to be plays a very important role in the building the coordinations among the employer and the employees. The next one, helps in smooth working of an enterprises. Is obviously, so without a communication, so what the policies are going to be made and what the plans are going to be prepared in the organization, so it cannot be communicated to a employee. So without the objectives or without the plans, any works cannot be carried out in the organization. Is it? So either it may be oral, either it may be written formal irli or oral formal irli, but it is called as a communication. Houda? So now madiro plan, so what the plans we are prepared, so those plans has to be implemented, means we used to be follow the communication. Is it? So in the same way, so in that cases, it going to be pleasant, it going to be helps in carrying a smooth working environment in the organization, because our communication is going to be we can solve the conflicts, we can find the errors, and we can overcome from those biases. So those all are going to be taken places only with the effective communication. Adalva? So for example, as a manager, so I'm not going to be more friendly, or not going to be a more effective communicator with employees ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ನಾನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so what the informations the manager is going to be given to our employees, so all the messages will be not in an effective manner. So ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ರಿಸೀವರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಬೇರೆ ಮೆಸೇಜಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ರೀತಿನೇ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, changes irutte. So in that cases, it is be called as it going to be creates a smooth working environment in the organization. The next one, act as a the basis of decision making. Yes. So here, so communication means exchanging a fact or exchanging the information. Is it? So here, in taking a decision making process, so we has to be involved with we has to follow the communication process. So without the communication, the effective decision making cannot be taken places. And the decision making process ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So because why means here we used to take the suggestion from the employees or employer or the manager or the leader or either the supervisor. So any person can be involved in the decision making process. But when they has to share their information, means they has to be involved with the communication. Is it? So in the same cases, so those cases, that is decision making, the decision making process, the very important aspects, that is communication. The next one, increase managerial efficiency. Yes, obviously when the communication is going to be increase the efficiency of the manager. So the manager has to so what are the functions has to be prepared from the manager? That is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. Is it? For all these functions are the managerial functions. Clear? So these functions are has to be implemented and these functions are has to be carried out in the organization. Means we need a communication. So here our communication helps to increase the efficiency of the manager. That is to do a better work rather than the before. So before ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಬೆಟರ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್. The next one, promotes corporations and industrial peace. Yes, obviously the communication it going to be promote the cooperations between the employee and employer to employee. So in the organization, so organization and corporations ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಕೋಆಪರೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. that may be in a working process, that may be in the resting period. So whatever it may be, there has to be involved with there has to be in the corporations has to be taken places in the organization and along with industrial business. Yes, so when the industrial business can be created, business will be can be built only in effective communication. There should not be in rumors conflicts. So all those can be eliminated only by the effective communication. So where conflicts irutte ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ so that again we cannot identify the peaceness in the industry and peaceness in the working nature or working environment. Is it? So there will be completely working environment will be completely abstracted. So in that cases it going to be helps to maintain the peaceness in the industry and along with to promote the corporations among the employees in the working aspects and along with outside the environment, outside the organization. The next one, establishes effective leadership. Yes, so why it going to be build a good leadership means before going to aspects anything, a leader should be a good communicator. He should be a good communicator. He should be a good listener. He should be a good talkator. Is it? Because he used to be convey the messages to our workers. So what the messages are going to be provided by the top level. So those messages are going to be conveyed by the leader to our team members. On that cases, it's going to be build a very good effective leadership among the workers and along with the person. The next one, boost moral and provide motivation. Yes, so to boost and to motivate the employees we need a communication. So yes, you can do the works, you have the capacity, places only by the communication. Communication ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಬೂಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ, ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ, ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ, ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಜೆಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೊಡಬಹುದಾ? ನೋ. So when we have a communication, so the communication helps to make the boost the person. That is, you can cheer up the person, we can encourage the person, we can build in a more interestable manner. So ಏನು ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನ ಇನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ communication helps to make them to grab the attentiveness of the workers in the organization. So that's why these are the importances of communication. If there is no communication or effective communication in the organization, so we people might have faced so many problems in the organization. So we cannot identify the good leader in the organization. So we cannot identify the effectiveness in the managerial process, and there will be a collapse of industrial peace in the organization. So and the communication, so what the informations will be going to be, it may be create the conflicts among the workers. We cannot identify the coordination, and we cannot find the cooperations among the workers in the organization. So many problems may be arising if there is no communication, that is effective communication in the organization. So that's why these are the important roles which are going to be played by the communication in the organization. The next one, in the communication we are going to be see the two lenses, that is formal and informal communication. We are learned in the that is organization chapter. Organizing ali we had seen the formal and informal organization. So here we are learning formal and informal communication. So what is formal communication? The formal communication means according to the structure or according to the rules, so the communication is going to be taken places. That is called as a formal communication. It refers to the communication taking place through channels in the organization. Such types of communication take place between the manager and the worker. So here according to the channel or according to the rules or according to the structure, so communication is going to be places between the manager and the worker. That is called as a formal communication. Now a manager is going to communicate to workers, is it? So here there will be a supervisor, here there will be a leader. Supervisor and the leader will be taking this. Yes. The communication has to be flow from the manager has to communicate to a supervisor, then the supervisor is going to be assigned to the works to a leader, then the leader is going to be take a place with his team member. So this is what the procedure has to be followed in the organization. So this is what the structure. So according to this structure, the communication flows. That communication is called as a formal communication. Andre navenu communication ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that communication is called as a formal communication. Okay na? Yes, through such communication may be oral or written, but it is recorded and filed in the office. So all these formal communications are going to be maybe in oral or written. So formal communication alli enirbodu, either it may be in oral, either it may be in written, but all the records are going to be maintained in the organization. That is formal communication. Yes. So in the formal communication, again we have two types, that is vertical communication and horizontal communication. So here, then what is vertical communication? Communication taking place between the two levels in the organization is called as a vertical communication. Yes, and the organization levels ide alva, that is how many levels are there? We have 3 levels, that is top level, middle level and lower level, is it? So that level is called as a vertical level, that is top level, middle level and lower level. So, if the communication is going to be taken from top level to middle level and middle level to a lower level, this process is called as a vertical communication. So, again in the vertical communication, we have been divided into two categories, that is upward communication and downward communication. So, upward communication means in which a subordinate communicate with his superior. So, now the lower, that is our workers are going to be communicate to a manager, that is middle level. So, this is called as a upward communication. This is upward communication. Again, downward communication means here a manager is going to be speak with the workers. This is called as a downward communication. Downward communication. Yes. So, here in the formal communication means, that is according to the structure. So, the communication will be taken places. So, the formal communication has to be maintained the two, that is either it may be in a written form or in an oral form. So, both the communications are going to be make it as kept as a records in the offices. So, in the formal communications has been divided into two categories, that is vertical and horizontal. So, now we are explaining vertical. Vertical means, that is a communication flow through the levels of organization. That levels are called as a vertical organization. So, in that vertical levels, we have been divided into two categories, that is upward communication and downward communication. So, upward communication means, that is subordinates or the worker are communicating to a manager. That is called as a upward communication, moving upwards. And the manager is going to be communicate to a lower level workers. That is called as a downward communication. So, this is the upward communication, and downward communication comes under the vertical communication. Vertical communication. So, this is the one type of communication, that is formal communication. The next one, horizontal or lateral communication. Communication that take place between the individual working in the same level is called as horizontal communication. Yes. So, ivaga horizontal means horizontal means, that is in the top level or in the middle level or in the lower level, that is workers are going to be communicate to other worker, that is in an horizontal manner. So, here we cannot see the movement of a communication, either it may be upward, either it may be downward. It will be only in the same level communication, that is all the managers are going to be communicate, that is a departmental manager, production department manager, purchasing department manager communicate madudu. That communication is called as a horizontal or lateral communication. So, here for example, production manager may contact the marketing manager to discuss about the production schedule. Either the purchasing department, the purchasing manager can directly contact to a production department manager about the raw material availability. So, whatever it may be, that is, but the communication take place between the only in the same level. So, that is called as a horizontal communication. Yes. Then here, so formal means according to the structure, communication is going to be taken places. So, it will be in the oral or written. So, here in the formal, again it has been divided into two types, that is vertical and horizontal. So, yes, vertical communication. So, here in the vertical communication, so the vertical communication means the communication takes places between the levels of management. So, in the vertical communication, it has been divided into two types, that is upward communication and a downward communication. Upward communication means that is the worker, that is our workers are going to be communicate to a manager, or a subordinates are going to communicate to a superior. It is called as a upward communication, and the superior is going to communicate to a subordinate, that is called as a downward communication. Again, when we come to another one type, that is horizontal communication. Horizontal communication means the communication is going to be taken place in the same level, so that is called as a horizontal communication. The next one, informal communication. Informal communication means informal communication means that is communications will be taken in social networks. So in which forms there is no particular structure, so that any person can communicate to any persons in the organization. That is like a grapevine. Grapevine anta andre so ಎಂದು ದ್ರಾಕ್ಷಿದು ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹಬ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಗ್ರೇಪ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್. Communicating in the formal way. So what are the networks we used to be connected? So those we are going to discuss. That is a network, the pattern through which communication flows within the organization. It is indicated by communication network. So some popular formal communication networks are as follows. So here a network means that is a communication flow in which communication ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ communication flow ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ the networks are going to be used. So those networks are going to be discussed. That is the first one, single chain. Here the single chain. Single chain means here there will be only a chain link will be there in the for the communication. That is a here there will be A, B, C, D, E. So here single chain means in this network communications flow from every superior to his subordinates in a single chain. Now the superior will be in the A place. So the superior, what the instructions given by the superior, so these instructions will be passed from B to C, B to D and D to E. So this will be in a chain link, so that is called as a chain. That is single chain communication or single network communication anta heli karitivi. The next one, wheel network. So here a wheel network means that is so the wheel network, in this network all subordinates working under a superior, communication through him only. So the superior is at the hook of the wheel and communicating with all the same time. Yes. So the supervisor will be in the center place, that is in the supervisor will be here. So he used to communicate with all the subordinates at a time. Here he used to be communicate to a D means he used to be take a time to communicate to with the D because he used to follow the single chain. But in as a wheel, he used to as a wheel network, so he will be in a center point or he will be in a hoop and he used to communicate with all the persons at a time. So this is called as a wheel chain or wheel network. The next one, circular network. Here the circular network means this is the circular network. So in this network communication move in a circle from one person to another, but communication is slow in this network. So here a superior, so what the superior is going to give the instructions here, so superior will be here, so instructions will be moved to here superior will be there. So he used to communicate to A, then the A has to communicate to a B, then B has to communicate to a C, then C has to communicate to a D. So it will be taken places in a cycle, through the circle. So in that cases, these communications will be take a delay messages. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ A ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುವಷ್ಟು D ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So there may be a errors can be identifiable. So ನಾನು ಏನು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅದೇ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ A B ಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ so there may be any errors may be identifiable. ಅಥವಾ ಇವರು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸುವಂತ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಏನಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ time will be more time will be taken places to a circle communication. So here chain means a supervisor will be used to communicate to in a single chain to a subordinates. Then the wheel chain means he will be in the center or he will be in the hoop and he used to communicate at a time with all the subordinates. And the next one, circle communication means the subordinates will be in a circle and it will be the superior is going to be communicate to one or another one person. Then it going to be take a places of a slow in the communication process. The next one, free flow. Free flow means that is a communication can flow between from any person to another one person. So yes, any channels, any network can be created. That is free flow. In this network, each person can communicate with other freely and therefore communication is fast in this network. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ so these informations can be provided by A, B, C and D. So any person can communicate to any persons in the organization or in the same levels of a organization. So that is called as a free flow. The next one, inverted V. Here inverted V means that is yes. So in this network, a subordinate is allotted to communicate with a superior immediately as is superior. Yes, andre illi the communication. So what the information has been given, so that information has to be communicated and after that immediately the responses should be submitted. The reported should be submitted to a superior. That why it is called as a inverted V. That way it is in a V shape. So that is called as a inverted V. So here the supervisor is going to be communicate to A and B. Here a first supervisor, then he will be a second supervisor. So what the information has been given, so what the works has to be carried out, assigned works, again immediately the report has to be submitted to a second supervisor. So this is called as a inverted V. So here so that is a free flow means the communications will be spread in a so faster manner because there is no restriction. That is any person can communicate to any persons with any persons in the same level organization. The next one, inverted V means here the supervisor are going to be create the immediate answers immediately. So what the information has to be followed. So that information will going to be immediately reported to a supervisor. So that is why it's called as a inverted V. So here in the formal we had been see the 5 channels, that is single chain. Single chain means there will be a single chain communications will be there. So in this there will be allocated of of members will be saved. So this one single chunk. The next one wheel. So from the yes. So here the communicator, that is a communicator or the supervisor will be in the center part and he will be communicate to at a time with all the supervisors. The next one circular network means that is a communications will be through in a circle manner. So it will be in a slow manner. The next one free flow. It will be in a circle manner, but it going to be taken place with the any person can communicate directly with any other person. The next one inverted V. It will be in the V shape. So here the immediate responses can be seen in the inverted V networks. So this is called these are the networks which are going to be followed in the formal communication. The next one